What's good, everybody? It's your boy TR Blitz back at it again with another video. And today's tank review is all about this guy right here, the T22 medium, a tier 10 Soviet collector medium that has pretty solid capabilities. You got DPM, you have solid armor, pretty troll to be exact, along with great maneuverability. We can take a look at some of the stats right here. You can see that because the turret is rounded, it's going to get a lot more occasional bounces, considering the fact of how thick of a frontal turret it is. Upwards of 230 millimeters thick, with 110 on the front of its hull. And to put that into a perspective, this is what you can expect. You have kind of a triangular boat-shaped type of hull right here. When you angle it like this, yeah, you could already see that this little cheek on the upper plate is pretty much going to be an auto ricochet if you are unfortunate enough to hit that spot. But on flat ground, this is what you typically could expect with the tank. It's not pretty, but the hull is still going to be upwards. It's actually solid, upwards of 230 millimeters thick on the upper plate. Whenever you're using this tank on the run and you just wiggle the tank left and right, that is where the upper plate comes into play for having such troll spots. You could, like I said before, angling the tank, auto ricochet. Even when loading premiums, still can't cut through it even when it's angling. And then basically the turret, it's impervious. You have a round type turret, which will get more bounces here and there. Upwards of 300 to 400 millimeters thick in some cases. And the gun mantlet upwards of 500 millimeters thick, which is absolutely crazy. When I load that premium, you can see very tiny cheeks on the side of the gun mantlet, which are able to be pinned, but the majority of shots that you would take are not going to hit directly straight on these cheeks. So it's about a 50-50% chance of any of those shots connecting right into these little cheeks right here. The tank also carries 6 degrees of gun depression, and that is when everything changes. You could see how thick the upper plate is. Upwards now of 280 millimeters thick. When I load that premium, still can't cut through the upper plate. It's super thick. Now it's upwards of 360 millimeter thick. And the only pen spots that you're going to have to try to pursue with this vehicle are these two little tiny cheeks. But yeah, good luck trying to do that in the process. And then you have the side of the vehicle. Turret is still going to be pretty troll. You have like some little cheeks right here on the side, still upwards of 317 millimeters thick. And then you got the potential rear when angling in a spot like this, upwards of 262. But overall, the whole side is going to be upwards of 200 to 220. And then you got the full-on side upwards of 148. HE-wise, cannot do it in this vehicle. Look at how thick of side armor this vehicle has. It's absolutely crazy. Even the majority of heavies, like, for example, a Chieftain Mark 6 doesn't even have side armor that even comes close in comparison to the thickness of the side of this vehicle right here. And then you've got the rear right here. You still got that triangular boat type of shape on the rear as well. Back of the turret, still pretty thick, upwards of 179. And then the overall rear, pretty thick as well, upwards of 110 to 140 millimeters thick. With HEs, still can't cut through it. It's still going to be super thick, and you're only going to do a minimum amount of damage. Another great feature I like about this tank, it carries a whopping 3,161 damage per minute with a 5.89 second reload time. Pen-wise, it's actually pretty decent. You got 252 on the standard, 330 on the premium, and 55 on the high explosive. Also, the damage output of this thing, pretty reasonable. 310 on the standard, 260 on the premium, and 420 on the high explosive. Combine that with a 3.1 second aiming time and a 0.308 dispersion. It's okay. I mean, it's not going to be the best in terms of a medium tank, but I would rank it up there as being one of the top performing mediums out there. Considering the fact that you have troll armor, you have the maneuverability, and speaking of maneuverability, let's get right into that. It carries a top speed of 56 with a reverse of 20. I love the reverse when it's above 20 kilometers per hour, by the way. With a power to weight of 21.5, turret turn rate of 48.60, and a whole turn rate of 57.16. And here we are in battle number 1. I'm just going to take a quick swig of some Chick-fil-A root beer real quick. Ah, that stuff is so good. Alright. We're in rating battles, as you can see. So, let's see what they got up against us in terms of mediums. They got an STB. They have a T22A as well. Alrighty. So, we are going to make our way over towards the right side right here. And see what we can do. We're going to use the solid maneuverability that this tank has. Looks like we outnumber these guys in terms of mediums. Oh, and I forgot about the 121B. I clearly did not see that. Well, continue to make our way over here. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Alright. So we're just going to stay put right here. Try to use our turret armor. See how we can fare well. We got the STB and the T62A right over to that side. Alright. So let's see. Can I poke on out towards this side and use my solid turret armor? Alright. We got the STB. I don't know what he's doing. But we were able to get a nice shell into him for 270. Alright. We're going to reload once again. See if we can get another shell into one of these enemies. Oh, we got the 121B over there. We got the STB showcasing his turret. Not able to get a shell into him at the moment. 121B still there. Alright. We're going to get a nice hatching shot into the STB. And we're going to try to see if we can get another shell into him during the process. There we go. 316 into his hatch once again. And this guy is basically getting screwed. Alright. Come on, bro. I know you want to poke it one more time. Ah. It's tough to hit tanks on the hatches when they're just moving back and forth, which is crazy. Alright. Well, it looks like we're going to go ahead and tunnel the 121B over towards this side. If we are. Oh, we got the minnow off in the back. Oh, I was able to get a shell into him. I don't know how that shell bounced. That was pretty unfortunate. So we're going to reload once again. And that is so unfortunate. I do not know how those shells are managing to bounce. Alright. One more time. We got the STB off to the side once again. Ah, there's a pen spot in his cheek, man. Oh my goodness. Alright, man. I don't know what is going on with me at the moment. Alright, well, it looks like we're just going to get another shot into the 121B's hatch. And basically these guys are screwed, so what I'm going to do, just make my way over towards this side. I don't care if he hits me at this point. We were able to get a bounce on pretty lucky enough. So, yep, there we go. We're able to finish him off. Make our way over towards this side, towards the STB. I'm full armor, so I can take a couple hits off of these guys. So we're going to aim in on the minnow. Angles at the last second, of course. So we're going to still aim in on the STB right here. Oh, minnow's moving on up, which is not ideal. All right, come on, bro. Showcase that big fat hatch ears. There we go. And we were able to get a bounce off the minnow. Nice. All right. Come on, bro. I want you to do it again. Do it. Oh, yeah. 240 into your hatch. Gonna stay put right here. This is actually a pretty solid spot, so in case of this guy does end up moving on up. Got the STB moving on up as well. He does have more gun depression than me, which is unfortunate. I don't really have the slightest of advantages over him, so we're able to get... Ah, we just missed the hatch. He was able to get... Where did that shot even go? Right into my upper plate. Okay, I see how it is. All right, come on. Get another hatching shot. Yeah, take that, bro. Ha ha. All right. Oh, gosh, and their whole enemy team is over here. Holy cow. Alrighty, then. Well, it looks like we're probably screwed at this point, which I could care less because I tried my best to hold some of these enemies off. We're going to get a nice slap into the T62A, and then these two are going to move up on us as well. And we're dead. It doesn't really matter. I did the best that I could. I don't know what our team was planning on doing. We should have just rushed those guys, and we would have won that battle straight on up. Don't know what my team was thinking of doing during the process, but it was an okay game. We were still able to do 2,600 damage in the process and killing one along with that. I'm not really mad about that. I did get a couple good pot shots into some of the enemies like the minnow. We got some good hatching shots on the STB, and we were able to get a clear on that 121B, who was a potential threat. And during so, we were able to block 1,500 damage during that. And I think that was a top on the team once again. It was, unfortunately enough. Alright, and here we are in battle number 2. Let's see what they got in terms of mediums. A Leopard 1. And it looks like that's it, surprisingly enough. Well, we have an inappropriate Sheridan right here in front of us. So, Waiting, waiting, waiting. Of course, because this is raiding battles. I hate the fact that you have to wait like an extended long period of time in order for everybody to get ready at the start of a raiding battle. It's just super annoying. Alright, you know what? We're going to make our way with the Sheridan. We'll just follow him, bro. That's really all we can do, right? Exactly. Because they only have one medium, being a Leopard 1, so... See if anything's going to cross right here. Poke on over right here. See what they got. Oh, some of their tanks are crossing on up. We got the Yo. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened to that shell. We got an Emil 2 moving on up too, along with a 60 TP. Oh, we got the 60 moseying on up, so... There we go. Nice shell into the 60 for 299. Let's try to see if we can farm some of these guys. There is the enemy Leopard right there. 280 shot into his tank. And you know what? We're going to stay put right here, actually. See if we can get more pot shots into some of these guys. All right. Looks like the Ho-Re's pushing on up as well. So, there we go. Nice shot into the Ho-Re. We're going to put on our fast reload and see if we can get another shell into the 60. Unfortunately not. Oh, Leopard's over here. And it looks like he is about to get absolutely creamed on. So, there we go. 322 shot into his tank. And we are going to get a nice HE for 444 into his tank, which is good. And we're going to continue to mosey on forward, in which this case, the enemy team is basically screwed at this point. Oh, there's the Emil 2. Able to get a nice shot into him for 287. All right, let's continue to back on up. Let's see, has he got his third shell on him? Oh, we got bonked pretty well. All right, we're going to continue to move on forward a bit. All right, that's 777. Looks like he's going to poke as well. Oh, we got the Kampfpanzer 70. Oh, he does. Oh, unfortunate. He's going to back on up. Is he? Oh, nope, he's not. All right, so we're going to make our way towards the Kampfpanzer 70 right here. All right, get a nice bonking shot into you for 275. We're going to... All right. There we go. Another shot into you. You shot, so you're basically screwed. So what we're going to do, get another shot into you for 306. Reload once again. Are you going to bounce me? I dare you to bounce. I dare you to. Oh, never mind. I have more DPM than you do. You're screwed one way or another. Well, there's the Emil off to the side right there, too. We do have a dead driver, which is also not ideal. And unfortunate at that matter of fact. So, what we're going to do... Let's see. Got that Emil 2 off to the side. Oh. Looks like another one of our guys got finished off. So, we're going to make our way towards the 60 TP right here. See if we can get a shell into him. There we go. 283 shot into his tank. All right, so we're going to put on our adrenaline. Put on our fast reload. Ah, unfortunately, the shell misses. All right, you know what? Let's see. Come on. Are you going to poke? Are you going to poke, bro? You're probably not going to poke. So, let's see. 777 off towards the side right here. Can we get a hatching? Oh, never mind. He pulls on up. That is good. Oh. All right, come on. Reloading. Reloading. There we go. We're going to use the Ho-Re as cover right here. And then we're going to get a clearing shot into you. And then the 60 is going to push on up towards us. All right, we're going to hide behind this. Nice. All right, don't over-angle the side a bit. Nice. Unfortunately, he does end up finishing off. But we were able to do a pretty solid chunk of damage in this battle. It was just unfortunate. I was expecting to get a bounce because of the fact that the upper plate on this thing is super troll. So we were able to do 4381 damage and destroy 3 in the process, along with doing top on the team as well. Fortunately, 2 losses in a row. Couldn't be more concerned about that. Although, this tank in general is still pretty solid. If Wargaming just gave the T22 medium more gun depression, this tank would be impervious. I could see why that adding a ton of turret armor to a vehicle, making it extremely impervious because of its round type of shape, nobody is going to be able to pen this turret. I could see how they did this in order to make a lot of balancing changes towards a lot of tanks, especially this one. But other than that, I love the tank in general. I just really think it would be better if it had more gun depression. Armor-wise, you can get troll bounces on the upper plates, Gun-wise, the damage output is extremely well, and I most especially love the aiming time on this one. When you're fully aimed in, shots are going to go directly to where you're aiming, which is actually pretty ideal. Hopefully you guys did end up enjoying today's video. On the other hand, if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And make sure to turn on those post notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload any new videos. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.